When businesses focus on short-term roadmaps with incremental features, it's relatively easy to keep teams focused on scope and features that are coming down the pipe. We can plan with certainty and deliver product changes before the forces of change impact what we're doing. However, as an approach, this doesn't give us a view of the longer term or the better future, the meaningful purpose that we're moving forward towards. To drive focused momentum, businesses tend to create big, hairy, audacious goals, or BHAGs. And these offer direction for transformation, long-term investment, and strategic delivery of innovation. However, big picture transformation is actually a very different beast, and it comes with different organizational challenges. The short cyclic approach doesn't work as well. We encounter strategy drift through our decisions over time. Strategic goals tend to be abstract statements, which means they're open to interpretation, where the specific outcomes for customers are unclear. And it's easy to lose connection between the insights that originally drove the strategy and the complexities of delivering it in the trenches. People come and go, perspectives on the challenges and opportunities change shape over time. And stakeholders may lose alignment and motivation and financial commitment to seeing the strategy through. Goals are easily moved away from actually being customer-centered to being delivery and technology-oriented. So basically, it's pretty easy to lose track of where we're going and why. My name is Dan Cornwall. I serve as General Manager of Design here at ClearPoint. And my background is as a human-centered designer and a UX strategist, and I've worked for the last 20 years creating experiences for digital products. And over this time, one of the key things that I've learned is that long-term strategic transformational change is more likely to be successful when it includes an extra step. Between high-level strategy, which provides the abstract direction, and the practical implementation of change by multiple teams and disciplines, we need to create a tangible and specific product vision. This is a set of artifacts that helps provide a long-term reference point for teams. It includes a cohesive framework for business objectives and customer experiences, creates a detailed anchor point for ongoing scope and roadmap planning, and it forms a North Star to maintain a customer-centric focus over long-term decision-making. During this session, we'll explore why do we need to create product visions, what value they deliver, and how to use them within your organization. So ultimately, we're all just human. We're not machines. We need to feel clarity and purpose and meaning in our lives to stay focused on delivering a goal. It's about hearts and minds. We need to share a common understanding and purpose. High-level business strategy asks multiple teams from different disciplines with competing priorities to come together and believe in a better future. What a product vision does is it provides the detail and the storytelling needed to create that belief in a very specific future outcome, and one that stays focused on being customer-centric and not on the individual day-to-day struggle of getting things done. So let's walk through the different ingredients of a product vision. It starts with a high-level statement aligned to the business strategy. This might be a mission statement or a value proposition. And most importantly, it has to come with mandate from senior stakeholders. This is the driving purpose that the vision for the product is going to hang off. It's the meaningful why that justifies people working towards this goal for a year or more of their lives. It's an elevator pitch. What will our current work deliver as a future outcome for our customers? We can't deliver cohesive experiences without actually knowing who we're creating them for. We need to define and prioritize our primary audiences. One of the traps we fall into is creating these spectrums where we say anyone in the country could be one of our customers, therefore everyone is our customer. And this creates an anonymous silhouette of who we're trying to target. However, within that group, there will be specific audiences, specific moments that we need to target. We need to make sure we focus on 1 to 2 target audiences so that we don't get caught up in debating generalizations about who's having what experience. We don't want corner cases for secondary personas. We have to have a focus on a specific audience's needs in a specific scenario or set of journeys, which are the things we are transforming. Next, we need to define our experience principles. And these are the things that we're wanting those specific priority audiences to experience. Now we need to do research to make sure that these are specific and articulate and evidence-based. They're not just stuff we make up in a workshop. And they need to be tangible feelings that we can test to know if a decision is moving us towards or away from that experience. As an example, simple is not really a very good experience principle. Simple is pretty subjective. We can sit and debate whether we consider something to be simple or not, but we aren't actually the priority audience. So a good way to test if we've defined good experience principles is by having a plan for how we will first baseline and then continue to measure the improvement of those attributes as an experience. It might be that we use measures like NPS or voice of customer surveys. It might be that we conduct regular customer interviews and we commit to doing that on a continuous basis. Or it might be that we have metrics such as time on page or click-throughs or whether people are sticking to an intended conversion path. So for a product vision to be tangible, the change it creates for customers has to also actually be measurable. Now, the next thing we need to wrap around this is vision stories. Vision stories represent a range of different artifacts, and we see them all the time in projects. And they need to be combined and brought together to tell the story of an ideal future state that we're creating for customers. So it might be interactive prototypes of that future. It might be storyboards. It might be customer journey maps, personas, service blueprints, and a combination of many of these. Ultimately, culture is built on the stories that we tell ourselves. And so for us to maintain alignment as a group of people, we actually need to keep telling the story of our future so that it creates a beacon for teams to follow. It also helps stakeholders and teams empathize with those priority audiences and contextualize their needs through actual product journeys. Lastly, the experience vision must have a tangible connection to our actual delivery model. It can't be free-floating, it has to be attached to what we're really doing. So an action plan helps teams tell, where are we actually on this journey? What are the phases? What's our approach? And how are we breaking this massive challenge over a long period of time down into smaller and achievable deliveries of value? How are we going to incrementally offer value to customers without having to deliver everything at once? It's really important that what we define as MVP is sections of a valuable customer experience, not delivery of parts of technical output. So together, this creates a set of artifacts that helps cover each kind of facet of the vision together. What it should feel like, when we're on course, and what experience factors are we prioritizing in our day-to-day decisions. Once we've created a product vision, how we use it is a critical part of its success. So we're essentially creating cultural artifacts that we want to be at the center of our delivery process. And to do this, we need to actually make them front and center. It's really important that they don't go into a project folder or get stuck in some senior manager's desk drawer. So it's really common we see its success when we get it printed out and mounted on hallways and pillars around our business. And it's a great way to keep the story of this future customer experience top of mind, because you walk to the lunchroom and you walk past the reminder that we're going to create this journey. Building a website that helps tell the story and promoting the key principles and the benefits makes it easy to reference and easy to share, and also continue to share as the project goes on, so that we don't have that thing a year on where somebody said, oh, well, there was a document once that said what we were doing. So to wrap it up, I'll finish on an example close to home. Here at ClearPoint, our business purpose and mission is to unlock the potential of technology together. And this is great for inspiration, and it's wide open for opportunity. What a product vision does is it provides a tangible way to define what is the potential, who are we unlocking the potential for, how will we know when we've unlocked it. And it ensures that we are aligned and inspired as we go forward doing that together.